Yo, how Yoshi drive so fast, man?
Brother, why we not going to teach?
Yo, so
Get us one this link up business.
7 bills that, you know.
How are this done? Yo, Yoshi, man, chat team, man.
Luigi,
Triby,
make your way.
Damn, I tell you about this bag of kind
I
thing,
for replenish, bro. I for replenish.
my brother, smart to the man, 49 dance now, bro. I'm to the man. Yeah, man, the make don't know the thing.
Yo, the bar look lit, brother.
Yeah, that and everything there, bro.
The links were that.
Yeah, no, man, I'm there and I'm just eating one poison mushroom. So I'm up in my bathroom and bum up that. You know that, bro?
Bad man, you focus on the wrong thing. Really, dolly them were there.
Brother, I have a dolly already.
Yeah, so why she not there?
Luigi, come on, Luigi.
Yo, the man have a point in that. Stop focus on shoe. You try to talk to one of them. Yeah. So, which one of them you feature?
Yeah, man, I see that.
Bro, told girl that night. I'm telling you. I'm to the one that the white.
I try to give my princess vibes.
Where I gonna say to her?
It's on me, Mario.
Let me just talk to you, brother.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yo, talk to her about something you're passionate about.
Girl don't like
I
passion?
love passion.
Let's go.
Man, probably him find any over P3 still in them. The money I move to them. Three of them? No, hold on. Never see what them money is.
Alright, guys, so this is the first time I rescued Peach from Bowser.
Bad man, yo, watch out. Me of a woman, I'm gonna even pre my woman as much as you pre Peach. That me assure you. Literally, you waste time. Bad man, 3 dolly. Yo, we outside girl mission. Yo, me one will tackle all 3 dolly them. Daisy there behind me, don't.
We're back. And they're making everyone black. It's a comment you see everywhere, from angry YouTube comments to celebrity tweets. The Black-ification of nerd properties, reimagining traditionally white characters as blackish. One of the most hotly debated topics in modern fandom. But is it lazy diversity quota or a powerful act of creative reinvention? In this episode, we're keeping it real and diving into the good, the bad, and the cringe. Also today, we got a dope content creator, streamer, editor, and 1/9 of the Blerd Eye View podcast joining us, Safari. We'll also be yapping on about $80, my bad, AI relationships, the robot Olympics, cons we're pulling up to, and a real Ironman suit. Oh wait, I forgot, and real superheroes. Jay's bringing us 2 games on our radar. Salone's bringing you another fresh comic to check out. I'll be taking you on a classic epic adventure on Anime Fix, and Jalen has the riddle of the week. And behind the keyboard is the kingpin of it all, starting us off in 5, 4, let's get the 1. Let's go.
Are you ready for it?
Here comes them black nerds, songs on with big words. Cakes that makes us all smile. This little songs everything of wine. Flames kinda like a mastermind. While this one shows up every single time. Yeah, I was your night gonna bring the fight. Case this is Black Nerd Podcast, winning all the fights.
Yeah, we are here. Yes, sir. It's about time, Jalen. It's about damn time.
I was
You 7 inches. You were right there. I was about to say I was going to send a strongly worded email.
oh, you know, I apologize for my tardiness.
It's all good. Shout out to you. Look, she got a whole new setup. Dang, it's lit. It's lit, yo. So y'all had a month off. What's up? How y'all feeling? You see, Fame had mad time. He done came in here with all new intro stuff. He done changed the game. So go ahead. What's been going on? Jalen, let's start with you because we ain't seen you. Me and Fame been streaming every week. But what's up? What you been up to?
Honestly, just back to work, back to school, new position,
Nice.
just new things. I had a catering gig yesterday. That was cool.
What was you cooking? What was you cooking?
I made chicken and waffles, catfish, and French toast.
Got you. All right. So look, let's get through these intros real quick. Our guest is in the green room. I don't like leaving guests in the green room long, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, I forgot you, Fame. I apologize, sir. You had a month off, sir. How was your month off?
Did I have a month off? Because I thought you was dragging me to streams every week. So no, sir, I didn't have a month off.
I dragged you to the stream.
Gaming for like 9 hours one day, you guys. He even recorded. He was like, "Yo, we're streaming for 9 hours today." Yeah. No,
we had quite a few meetings too.
Yeah, we did. We did have a meeting.
It was a great month. There was so much content creation. There was so much building. Of course, with the indie show, there's so many barriers that was broken. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. The month was great. I was happy to have it off, yet still be working to get back to this. Day one.
Nah, for sure. So like, I totally forget. I was told by the producer that I was supposed to pivot to this special announcement ahead of time, but I totally screwed it up as I generally do.
Happy 6th birthday, Black Nerd Podcast.
To many more years of excellence.
Cheers.
Look at
All
that.
right.
Look at that. In distance times, loads in the building.
And he also has a signature hoodie. I feel like there was a coordination conversation that happened that I was not a part of.
Yeah.
Clearly, we weren't a part of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Jalen's got her Black Nerd Podcast t-shirt on.
How y'all want to come back on just, nerding it up?
Yeah, it's nerding it up.
But I definitely need that Fame. I'm going to have to do that one.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Or at least tell us where you got it from so we can get our own. But just to let people know, like last week, or was it last week? Yeah, last week was our 6th birthday. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole squad, everybody that was a part of it from the beginning to now. We were going to do a special episode, but then we ended up just playing video games. So it is what it is. But shout out to Mastermind. He's in the chat talking about catfish and chicken and waffles. And he said, happy 6th birthday, BNP. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you. So let me get finished with the rest of this rundown and we can get to our guests. Cons that we have coming up. So we are currently, of course, Baltimore Comic-Con. We will be there in October. I don't remember the dates off the top of my head. We are going to J1 Con, which is in Atlantic City. And then also we have been invited to a after party. So the weekend of the Baltimore Comic-Con, there's an anime for dummies party, video game tournament, cosplay contest, live DJs, sponsored by Baltimore Bushido Anime Club, Aim, Hit, Go, Morphing Grid Radio, Valentino's Workshop, and Black Nerd Podcast is a sponsor. Hello. So that's going to be October the 18th at 322 West Baltimore Street at the Map. It's called Map Game. Well, I'll be messing up the name sometime, but the address is 322 West Baltimore Street in Baltimore, Maryland. If y'all want to roll with us, just give us a hit. We're going to be shooting video while we're there. We're going to be interviewing some people, having a good time. Same thing at the Baltimore Comic-Con. We're going to be doing a live stream there. J1 Con. I'm still trying to get in contact with the owners and operators of that. Next thing is next week we have a special guest. Brother Hellspawn _cosplay will be in the building for episode 121. When cosplay and real life clash. That's going to be that's what the contest. But we're going to have our cosplay expert in the building. We're going to be having deep conversations pertaining to that, to everything that he's got going on in the cosplay space and outside of the cosplay space, because it seems like his presence is becoming more known for his activism within the community of Black nerddom more so than cosplay itself. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. The next thing after that, we have Vandel Gabriel. So he's coming through. He is a creator, a musician, but he is also a producer that loves to do like 16-bit productions of like R&B and hip hop, which is really dope. I can't wait to have him on. And then we also have the wonderful Blerd TV coming through this joint. So make sure y'all keep it locked for the entire month of September. And then in October, we have 9 to 5 Warrior, the creator of the 9 to 5 Warriors, and a bunch of other stuff coming. Got a little bit more about that in the next segment. So with that being said, do I miss anything? Of course I did. Yo, in October, all of our horror fans, all of our what do they call it, Halloween fans, Fame has taken upon itself to take our life to a whole nother level and to purposely torture me in ways that I hate. We're doing a Scare-A-Thon the entire month of October. Yeah. Scare-A-Thon, aka Subathon. So go ahead, Fame. You take it away.
Every Friday, starting in October. And you know, it would have been smart of me to pull a calendar up. So I don't have it. But every Friday in October at 9 p.m. sharp, I'll be on our Patreon and our Twitch gaming a scary game. I won't release what game yet until we get everything worked out with these indie developers that we're going to be spotlighting a few of their games. So that leads up to October 31st, which is our Scare-A-Thon, where we'll probably have Jay. Sorry, buddy.
Nah, Jay is only showing up if we can get 20 subs between now and then. If y'all can get 20 subs between now and then, 20 new subs. Not you can't count the subs that we got now. I need 20 new subs. If you get 20 new subs, Jay is
burner accounts. We're gonna have
it. I'm just y'all ain't about to scare the crap out of me. Have me pissing myself and ain't nobody subscribing. Like, so y'all best to get y'all better start gifting subs, doing whatever y'all gotta do. Go ahead.
It's gonna happen.
Jalen, she's excited. This is her thing. Y'all love horror and people dying. I don't know why.
If they don't subscribe now, then they will after seeing that. I mean,
no, that's definitely a fact.
It's a lot more information, but I didn't want to give it out on our first show back. We're coming back, baby. We'll see y'all with more information in the next 3 weeks.
For sure. And Sloan, is you up for some Scare-A-Thon?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I want to see your reaction.
See, this is so unfair. Like, I don't like how all three of y'all is into all this scary stuff, man. Like, all right, cool. All right, I'm gonna let y'all rock. So, I mean, it just really means if it's the three of y'all, I don't need to be here. I can take off.
Why would you do that?
No, you see, all of us are immune to it. You're not. You're soft serve, so we're gonna see you react.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm soft, am I? Okay, I got you. And one last thing, yo. In the next stream, after this show is over, Fame and I will be taking back onto stream for we're going to continue our Baldur's Gate 3 sessions, where we've been at weekly streaming live for 3.5, 4 hours playing Baldur's Gate 3. How far we've gotten in the game, we have no clue. we have no clue. Where we're at with it. We just be walking around until we fall into fights and then stuff happens.
Level 3.
Yeah, I think right now we're at level 3.
No, we're level 4. We just made it to level 4.
Yeah, after like 4 sessions, after 4 3-hour sessions, we are only at level 3. That's crazy. So anyway, y'all want to see us die, kill stuff, steal stuff, and get caught, and then get thrown in jail, which has happened numerous times.
Yeah,
only game I hate, because they throw you in jail and you can't do nothing when you get in there. You in there like you just standing around. Like, I don't know. So anyway,
like jail.
Yeah,
but like in a video game, like the game is still going on and you stuck in there. You can't get out. Like, ain't nobody coming to feed you. It's not like somebody's coming to the glass and you get to talk to them and convince them. You just be standing there. The game's not. It's just going. I don't get it.
No, we could have crawled through the hole and died.
Anyway, moving right along. Let's get our guest up here. Tafari TV. He's somebody that we follow. It's somebody I be liking on and commenting on all of his stuff, man. He's a dope content creator. He's definitely somebody that's super informative. You know what I mean? Got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that he allowed us to rock with him today. So get up here, man. Let's get it. Chris Atkins. What's up, Doc?
What up, everybody? What it do?
Brother.
Man, ain't nothing. Oh, he won't bring out all the Southern drawl today. All right. I hear you, brother. So, like, man, tell the people, man, I off top before we go anywhere, like, how did you come up with like the personality or the public version of Tafari that we know today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this just you natural, or is this something you've kind of developed over time?
Nah, this has always been me. Like I've been at this 17. Yeah, this makes 17 years. I've been on the internet since like you could first make an account on YouTube, and I was like middle school. So I got plenty of old school stuff I would do where it's just point and click the camera and just do a cut, or like my first couple of gameplays was just me aiming my camera at the TV and hoping the mic didn't suck. Took a break in high school, got back into it during college. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do one of these, and if it sucks, I'll never do it again. And then people were like, that was funny. So I was like, all right, I'll keep finding ways to do it. So everything has basically been a solo journey, self-taught. Everything I've had to figure out on my own. Not that I don't have people around me. It's just I never have anyone like in my vicinity who was doing what I was doing or trying to do the stuff that I do. So everything I go through and everything I have figured out, I've had to just it's been one big what is the word I'm looking for? It's been one big training phase, training arc this entire time. So, but everything I very much come from that old school of legacy creators. So nothing's a performance. Everything is either off the top of my head, but it's all me at the end of the day. Like I'm the same person in real life.
I love that. Give me your top 3 favorite Black cons.
Top 3. I mean, DreamCon, because I've been going since it was here in Dallas, and it was at 6,000 people. Then it exploded like overnight to like triple that. BlerdCon, of course, because that one is more like the family cookout, kickback type vibe. I haven't been to Atlanta Comic Con yet, but shout out to Duran Flood because he's doing his thing over there. J1 Con was definitely a great one that I've been to. It's a little bit smaller, but still a cool vibe, still a lot of dope stuff. And then it was right in the Showboat Hotel, so it was plenty of stuff to do like in that area. I'm not a big like betting and gambling person, but if that's what you're into, that's like right inside the hotel once you're done spending your money in Artist Alley. And then last time I went, I got to interview Katiro Colbert, who plays Killer B in Naruto. So dope spot.
I told y'all he a big deal. I wouldn't have brought him on if he wasn't a man. He here for, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I'm glad my people rock with me because this algorithm hates me. Like I'm like Samurai Jack during that. If anybody saw the 4th season, I'm like Samurai Jack during them 50 years. How everybody just kept getting older, and he saw people rise and fall, but he just stayed the same age. That's how I feel. Like I've been here for it all. Just I've been on the. I ain't succeeded, but I ain't failed either. But I've seen so many things come and go. I don't watch apps rise and die. I remember Vine and LimeWire and. I remember picture only Instagram. Like,
oh man, I remember AOL chat. I remember dial up.
Wow,
I was there when they rolled out dial up.
I remember that, and I'm not nearly as old as you.
See, dial-up era, I wasn't on social media. I was on RuneScape heavy. AIM, I was too young for, but I did have like older cousins and uncles who used to be on it, and they used to be on there just talking crazy with their friends.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into the main topic for today, ladies and gentlemen. The synopsis is the best and worst Black-ification of nerd properties. It's a comment you see everywhere, from angry YouTube comments to celebrity tweets. The Black-ification of nerd properties, reimagining traditionally white characters as Black, is one of the most hotly debated topics from modern fandom. So why wouldn't I bring it here so we can argue about it? You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I want to get into with everybody is what are your most hated moments? Because it's easy to start with hate, and then that way everybody can end with love and be super happy. So like I was speaking to Tafari offline, and I was telling him, and my example is always going to be the Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan. No, bad. super bad. I remember a bunch of different ones that we can go, but I want to go around. Everybody give the one off the top of their head. We'll go around and everybody can come with their second or third one. So, Sloan, what's your most hated Black-ification of a film?
Wonder Man. Like it hasn't come out yet, but I remember when they announced it, it was really frustrating because I was around the time Armor Wars was like, it was kind of like in limbo and when it was being made. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I basically kind of had a feeling like, oh, I know how this is going to go down. With them including Wonder Man, I had a feeling they were going to basically kick Armor Wars to the back burner. And then to this day, guess what happened? Armor Wars got kicked to the back burner and it's no longer happening.
Okay. Jalen, do you have one?
I actually don't. Actually don't.
Okay. So you was like, it don't matter as long as a Black person doing it, they're gonna be lit. I got you. I respect that.
It's not even that. It's because I can't think of come back to me. I might have one later.
I would say all right, you know what? Let me shut up. Fame, you go. Just one.
The Wiz.
Really?
You hating on the Wiz, bro?
Yeah, bro.
You hating on the Wiz?
If you was gonna
that's cold.
If there was any part of this show to make a short out of to get the angry commenters, it's gonna be that.
Okay, that's gonna go viral.
It's just, if it's carried off the songs alone, that's all.
Who are you?
That's it.
I mean, it was a reimagination versus being a full-on carbon copy, though. You can't not like the Wiz.
First off, the Wizard of Oz sucked.
The Wizard of Oz sucks.
It did.
Now you gonna make me feel like I'm the Uncle Ruckus on the show. Don't do that. No.
I mean, you see how heavy Wicked took off.
I
mean, if you gonna sit here and defend Wizard of Oz over Wiz, bro, you definitely just became.
Okay, you know what? I'll go with Annie.
You know what? I'm gonna give you some solo time.
I'll go with Annie. I forgot. I didn't like Annie.
Ooh, I forgot that even came out.
I'll do Annie and then I'll leave it on the table.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna agree with that too.
Annie.
I agree.
All right.
Annie, yeah.
All right. But you still say what you say, so it's still problematic. Tafari, what is your choice? Your most hated Black-ification of a film?
I don't know if I've seen too many I hate. I've definitely seen some stuff that they threw the Black character in there to just kind of dogpile on them when you could have put anyone in there. And one of the first ones I ever had was if anybody remembers this old fairy show called Winx Club.
Yes.
Okay, so watching the show, I couldn't get what the problem was when all the girls had straight hair, but then the Black girl comes screaming down the hallway with the afro. She was like, "What went wrong? Oh, I tried to straighten my hair and my curler fried, and now I look like this." And then she runs away crying. I'm like, "What was the issue?" Y'all could have gave anyone a bad hair day, but you chose the Black girl with the big mirror bee from Pokemon Coliseum. No, Pokemon. I'm blanking on the name of the game. It was the GameCube with the big Pokemon afro, and was like, "Oh, this is such an ugly look." And then she runs away screaming, and I was like, "Y'all could have chose anyone else for that."
Honestly, yeah, it was a side eye moment for sure.
Now, do you feel like when they do this? Do y'all really feel like this is quota? We just doing this to meet the quota? I don't necessarily. I felt like the reason why I didn't like the Fantastic Four joint is because I didn't feel like Michael B. Jordan fit the mold. Not even trying to diss the big homie. He killed it in Black Panther. He killed it again in Sinners. I think he has moments as long as he can be a version of himself. But I don't feel like he can transform into somebody completely different. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the concept of, Fantastic Four is these niggas is family members. So how y'all family members? Well, I mean, I guess he was adopted or whatever.
I never saw it. Apparently he was adopted in the...
No, it was Sue who was adopted. Yeah, the dad was Black, but Sue was adopted. It was...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I liked him more in Chronicle than what I have seen from clips of Fantastic Four.
Word. Okay. Well, let's shift into what do y'all felt like was the best? Like, yo, they got it 1000% right. You know what I'm saying? When a black person was popped into a certain character that was white before. You said Little Mermaid?
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I'll give her that. Because when you see her sister, you know what it is? You see her family and like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, if you look at her family, Pops had a daughter for every one of the 7 seas, so clearly he got around. like King Triton was a Rolling Stone. Like, you can be mad at Ariel's black, but when you look and she's got like a sister of every color in Creed, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. See, that's not where I was going with it, but I just think that like they did it right. Like, they did it the right way. If you have a black character who lives underwater, her hair has to be in a protective style, obviously.
Okay. I'll let you ride on that one. All right, Sloan, go.
Kingpin. Fox.
Yo, he looked like the comic book Kingpin. That deep ass voice, menacing look, 1000%. A lot of people don't remember the Daredevil. That was the Daredevil film, the first Daredevil film.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck.
He killed in that. Ben Affleck was not a bad Daredevil, man. I will stand on that.
I liked the movie.
I liked the movie. I didn't like Elektra, but I liked the original Daredevil film. I felt they could have done more with it. I don't know why they didn't continue to do a whole lot more.
They was throwing stuff at the wall and trying to see what stuck. They was like, all right, we got Blade, which lets us know Marvel works. Now we need a Great White Hope, and we got Toby. So start flinging everything at the wall. Okay, Daredevil work. Let's try Elektra. No, that didn't work. Back to the drawing board. Let's try some Batman movies. I don't think I ever saw Constantine, but I know that's really hit or miss with people.
It's a cult classic. I love Constantine. Constantine with Keanu Reeves is fire. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. And I think because there's so many religious elements to it, a lot of people got turned off by it. There are a lot of people that's like, it's the devil's in it. No, you can't watch it. It's sin. So I get it. But hey, that's just being true to the character from the comic book. But nah, I think that movie was fire. Fame, you've been weirdly quiet. You didn't have
I did, but it was funny because Salone said the movie that I had already picked as bad. But not it wasn't because of Michael Clark Duncan. It was really just the script. And that's what I wanted to go into. Because most of these movies, they're not really when a black person step into the role, it's not that they're bad. It's sometimes they literally walk into a script and then the script writers behind it, or if it's a series, like the horrible case of our boy Finn in Star Wars, it's nothing that you can really do besides play that character role and through it. So you live through it. But Daredevil, Michael Clark Duncan was the saving grace of the whole entire joint for me. I did not like Ben Affleck. I thought he was just reading the lines. I thought Colin Farrell's Bullseye, which is way over the top, and the only reason Jennifer Gardner was even there was the raised flagpoles and water gardens. That was her main thing, just eye candy for everybody. So yeah.
I respect that. But I will tell you like this. I don't know if this was a Black-ification, but when they did the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, the limited series, and the young lady was playing the lead bad person. You know what I'm saying? But she really wasn't that bad. She was great. I was like, I didn't understand what people's beef was. I was like, she did just fine. What were y'all expecting? And then I honestly, I just felt like they just gave her mad hate for no reason. And it was like, it just got to an annoying high pitch level the amount of content that came out. You know, dogging that young lady, like, bro, like you said, they gave her a script. She showed up. She did her job. She didn't invent Star Wars. You know what I mean? So go ahead. What you about to say, fam?
Now I was going to get into my best now. I just wanted to rag a little bit, but give Michael Clark Duncan its props. So for me, I'm super generic on mine, but it's for a good reason. So for me, in the 90s, the X-Men and Spider-Man, they was Saturday morning cartoons. And that was mine and Jay. That was your real introduction to our G.I. Joe style commander, Nick Fury. So for me, my best case would be Samuel L. Jackson. That 2002, no, the 2000, is it 2002 or 2008? I believe it's 2002 when Marvel contacted Samuel L. Jackson to be the new reimagining of Nick Fury in the Ultimate comic books. That set the tone for the 2008 Iron Man appearance, which has now made Samuel L. Jackson and to everybody else the definitive version of Nick Fury. Bro, for a black man, Samuel at that, to take a B-list supporting character that was nothing in the 90s and the early 2000s, and then turn him into the iconic A-lister that Nick Fury is now, could only been done by Samuel L. Jackson. Could only been done by that black man. So for me, the best case scenario is Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. There's nothing better than that.
I agree. All right. So anybody else want to add to it? Anybody want to throw something out there? Anybody. It's open. You go. All right. We're gonna go to a commercial. You good? Okay, good. As long as everybody's good. Jalen.
Wait, did you have one?
No. Yeah, my show kept doing some weird stuff, but I wanted to talk about the Valerians in House of the Dragon and how that was well done too.
I don't know anything
but
about
that pissed a lot of people.
How do you not know nothing about Game of Thrones, bro? No, hold up, Jalen. Hold.
No, when I was in school, look, I had a Netflix and a Hulu type of room. There was no Disney Plus yet, and everybody was either bootlegging or HBO Go. So y'all was like 6 seasons in, and I'm like, I feel like I'm too late to get on this wave. And then there was like House of the Dragons is a prequel. I was like, all right, I'll join. I was like, oh, cool. It's black folks. And it was like, yeah, welcome to the party. They weren't here before. So, and apparently, honorable mention, because this was my backup in case Nick Fury got said. I ain't know Rue from the Hunger Games was potentially a white woman in the books. Like apparently
no, she was black, I believe. I'm pretty sure she's black, and people decided to turn on the character in the book to say, oh, I would have been sad if I found out the character was black.
Yeah, they never said they never really determined that anyone's not white in the Hunger Games. You just are left to assume. But then when people was like, I cried over this, that's why I shed tears over. And I'm like, so that spear to the chest meant nothing for y'all. And let's be honest, the apocalypse is accurate because if we're stuck in districts, we are the ones y'all need for agriculture because we know y'all can't cook a seasoned shit in the first place. Let's be real, like it's y'all you see who was put in charge of crops and growing food. It was all black people.
Yeah, that's a fact. What I will also say is, just to piggyback, Game of Thrones is an amazing show. It doesn't matter when you start. Just start from episode 1. It will change your life. That's all I got to say. We go into a commercial. We'll be right back. Black Nerd Podcast. Let's go.
It's time for our 2025 VVC Life merch sale.
Hey guys, you know I can't pass up a good sale. I'm headed to the store right now to grab me some gear.
Where are you going? The sale is online.
Wait, what?
Black Nerd and the Indie Show have brand new designs ready to spruce up your wardrobe so you can be ready for summer. Support your favorite show by wearing these work and home-safe designs printed on great fabrics, shipped quickly to your door. Go to vvcmerch.com, and if you do so right now, you can use code SPRINGVVC to get 20% off your entire order. Don't wait, this sale may not last long.
Wow, I can order right from my phone.
vvcmerch.com, and if you do so right now, you can use code SPRINGVVC to get 20% off your entire order.
One time for your mind, it's your man Mastermind, host of the Indie Show, All Things Indie. your new favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. Join the movement every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on thevclife.com.
All right, y'all saw that slide. Y'all know what time it is. It is time to talk about games. You know what I'm saying? I have been indulging quite a bit in games over the last month because my best friend likes to find new ways for me to spend every dollar that I have.
Lies.
Son of a bitch. Not lies. Very much not lies.
Sorry, Jalen. This guy.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the first one. This is about Bigfoot.
Strange new game where you play as Bigfoot. You run around the woods, healing animals, saving other big feet, and manhandling hunters, and you can play it for free. It looks janky, but also kind of charming. And amazingly, it's got positive reviews on Steam, so here's everything you need to know. I'm Mad Morph, a post about games you've never heard of, so follow for more. In this Bigfoot life sim, you'll build a shelter, go fishing, rescue animals, smash trail cameras to keep your mystery going, and go through magic portals. You're basically living your best Bigfoot life through all the seasons, and even have a predator-like heat vision. The free demo only has 25 reviews on Steam. This is a hidden and rough gem. So the question is, would you play this game? Send it to a friend who loves big feet. It's called Bigfoot Life.
All right, what y'all think? What y'all think?
This game, bro. You bet not buy this game.
I'm definitely buying this game.
I'm going to buy it.
I'm definitely buying this game. Bruh, what are you talking about?
Only to piss you off.
You getting it too?
Yeah. They have to walk around as Bigfoot beating up humans. What a better game is that?
What better game? There's nothing better than that.
Was that a part of the intro? I don't think that was a part.
Yes. Yeah, it's that you can beat
walk
up
around
humans.
and beat up hunters on top of saving other big feet and either saving or eating the animals, apparently.
Facts.
Okay.
Maybe we all did play after all.
Fame hating, but he lying like a mud jumper right now. He is so excited to get this game. I don't even want to hear it. I saw Tamar taking notes. He was like, what's this again? He was like, oh yeah, this is definitely going into my, he's trying to see if it's on PS5. Is this on PS5? Can I get this?
That is a Steam back of the store exclusive. Well, I can already tell. Like
$2.99.
Hey, I love those. Love those. All right. The next one is this was so creative. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
Co-op heist game where you and your friends are villains being hunted down by superheroes. I'm Mild Sauce. I share saucy games to play with your friends, so here's everything you need to know about robbing time and when you can play it. This is a 5-player party game where your group of thieves attempts to pull off the perfect string of heists. Your gang has no trouble evading security guards and even the police, but superheroes are a different story. Each map is guarded by a different superhero who will stop at nothing to bring you and your crew to justice. I think this game looks saucy because unlike most games like this where you're running from some kind of monster, you're being hunted down by Superdog or getting curb stomped by Catwoman. If that's not enough, each time you get caught, you're taken to jail, where you'll use your connections with the corrupted prison guards to buy gadgets and upgrades and plan your next heist. Again, it's called Robbing Time and it's planned to release on PC later this year. You can try the free demo right now on Steam, and if you think it should come to consoles, let the developers know in the comments.
Catwoman was so random.
Facts. And why does all games now have to have the characters dancing? What's up with that? I don't understand that.
It attracts the kids.
You got to compete with Fortnite somehow.
I mean, like, because just imagine the clips being formed from that. You'll be dancing, and all of a sudden, Superdog comes out of the sky, and then just rains heat vision down on you.
Yeah, mud stomps the crap out of you, dog. Like, I don't want no parts.
Yeah, I like it.
I was
about to say, all right, stream over. We're all going to go download that game, and then we'll be right back.
And we have the perfect amount of players.
All right.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that game looks fire. As soon as I seen Catwoman put her heel into his chest, I was sold. I need it.
I was sold before that. When they said you and your team are gonna pull off some strings of heist. Yeah, when they said heist, you got me.
Running from a superhero? Oh yeah.
So which Catwoman we looking at though? Because that's Given the topic, we have a best and worst because I think the
I
one
don't
of the
know.
one of the Batman was great. Now, if you want to go Halle Berry,
Halle Berry aesthetically,
still put her
yes.
hair on me. I'm fine with that, but I'm not
But
watching the movie again.
the movie was awful. But you know, if we're talking about best and worst black Catwoman, Halle Berry would be the worst. Eartha Kitt would be the best.
damn, my bad. I forgot all about you, Eartha Kitt. My mind immediately went to Homegirl and
Michelle
Robert Pattinson.
Pfeiffer.
Zoe
Kravitz.
Yeah.
Oh, my mind went to Christopher Nolan's Catwoman.
You talking about
I went to our two, which
Anna,
not technically
is it
three.
Anna,
I went to our three
Anna
Black
Hathaway.
Catwoman.
Anne Hathaway.
The Princess Diaries.
What?
Yeah.
That movie is my shit. Love Princess Diaries. Love Devil Wears Prada. Did not love her in Dark Knight.
I did not like her in Havoc either, and I was just like, "What? We're not doing children's films anymore." Okay.
Damn it.
I love Anna anything.
But yes, our three Black Catwomen. Some of y'all are up there. One of these things is not like the other.
That's a fact. All right, let's move on to our next one. This is our last one.
Game where you and your friends live in an airship and it's like Subnautica meets Ark. You return to a post-apocalyptic Earth hundreds of years after the world ended. Tag the person you want to play with in the comments. Here's everything you need to know and you can play this one today. This co-op survival game is for 1 to 4 players. It's set in a world that ended in an ecological disaster. You not only explore ruins in the sky above the planet, but can descend to the surface through a thick layer of dust and find out how the planet has changed. You and your friends will need to work together to loot, craft, and survive, and can even customize and decorate your airship base. So would you play this game? It's called Forever Skies, and it's on Steam.
Colossal life form detected.
All right, how y'all feeling about this one?
I was bored until the end.
I'll say, is this giving us all the stuff that, what was the game? No Man's Sky, whichever one was the space game where people were like, you can meet each other. And then people tried live and they're like, actually, you can't.
They fixed it.
Eventually.
They just took it. Yeah, facts. I'm interested in it. You know what I'm saying? I like the concept. I like the graphics. I can't comment on the gameplay until I play it, but this piqued my interest. I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm into open world, check stuff out, get with the homies, make stuff happen. So that's cool. That's cool. Fame, where you at with it?
I'm on a strong pass. It seemed just like one of those like he was just said. Like it looked like No Man's Sky. And it's just like a ripoff of a bunch of games. And they was like, hey, listen, let's take away the land. But then we see land, so it's not really just water. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch you stream it.
Somebody else go first and let us know how it is. Like very much a who all up in that situation.
Yeah.
Sloan, where you at with it?
I mean, it looks kind of interesting. Once I saw the ending, I was kind of spooked because already I don't play Subnautica because I have thalassophobia. So the fact that they made a comparison to Subnautica, I'm like, I don't know.
Take some notes for the Scare-A-Thon.
All right. So now, Tafari, you are 1/9 of a podcast team. Like, yo, tell us about your podcast and why is that 9 niggas on the screen? That's like a WWF event more than a podcast.
Nobies for sure.
I don't know. I be everywhere doing everything. I'm all over the place. I be my way into a lot of spots, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I have a seat at this table now. I should probably make my way back every now and then.
What an adventure.
Also on indie games, 2 that I think y'all should check out if y'all haven't already. South of Midnight if y'all haven't already played it. Relooted with the game where you're stealing artifacts out of the museum, and if it ever comes out, Tenet of the Spark. I think those 3 y'all would really like.
So Relooted is already out.
It's coming out. They're at least giving updates. I think it'll be out soon. Tenet of the Spark has been in development forever, but I've been waiting on that game for years. You've probably seen clips of it where the dudes are like fighting, but the time periods change as the combat switches. Like,
ooh, that's
yeah. That one,
I heard of that one.
That one looks crazy.
South of Midnight is dope. I have relooted like in my wish list, and I'm waiting for it to come out, man. Like, because you're talking, these are like Black developers, so like, yeah, I'm super down on that one. And then there's another one that's from a Black developer that I'm on too. So like, yeah, bro, great ideas. All right, so sorry, so you talked about the podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Blerd's Eye. I just stumbled into one day because my homegirl Kira, who I met through Fanbase, because I was already attempting something with another podcast that didn't really go well, but she told me she was on this show with her friends, and I just happened to stumble on the episode where they had Carl Jones on, and I didn't know who he was at the time, so I was just in the comments cracking jokes, just trying to like be supportive, and then I was like, oh, this is actually Thugnificent from the TV show. I can really start getting these jokes off now. So then I was just being an absolute demon for 2.5 hours. But then, like I tried with the other show, I was like, y'all know y'all have like a lot of moments in here that people can't really dig for 2 hours. But if you just started like cutting this stuff out and putting it up, it probably would help. And they was like, yeah, we don't really have a person for that. I was like, just send me like the episodes and I'll give the stuff to you to upload. And that's kind of how me and Chris connected. So I was mostly like behind the scenes. Like a lot of the guests we had on, I was like wrangling them up in person at the cons, but then I was like never on the show. So it was cool because it was like they was getting to connect with everybody and they was following everybody. But I'm like, I'm here just backstage. Like I'm here too. So yeah, like I'm trying to think like Phil Lamar, which that one went viral enough to get us monetized. I met him at DragonCon, the homie Cleo Thomas, who I've kicked it with a dream, and BlerdCon a few times came through. I'm blank. Katiro, who I just kind of approached over at J1Con, was nice enough to film with us. So I mostly was just like the boots on the ground type person, and I would just chop the episodes behind the scenes, kind of help develop the format that we have now. So the guests isn't just sitting there, and we kind of have a more organized schedule. Started saying like maybe we start reacting to some trailers or things that kind of fit what we're talking about, and it's kind of just taken off from there. So it was a few of them. So I think they were like already 7 deep, and I was like the 8th, and then I was 7th, and then our friends Shoyo and Nicole was 8 and 9. So there was already a crew that had came together since COVID when we was all locked in the house. Then more and more people kept getting added, but also life be happening. So like you'll have weeks where everyone's on for the interview or everyone's there for the episode, and then like 5 minutes beforehand, like shit just goes left, and it's like, all right, who's actually available? And it'll be like 3 of us, like max, and that's who we can scrape up for that. So it's nice having that many people because we don't need everybody up at once, but it's nice having that many people to call on to say, can we at least get like 2 to 3 people to come through tonight and just discuss this, or that way no one's like talking to themselves, or we at least have people to bounce off of and crack jokes. Right.
No, I'm with you, bro. Like we've been doing this 6 years, and that has been a thing. Like rotating members, people come in, then like you said, life happens, and then they can't, and you know what I'm saying. But we try to keep things as consistent as possible, and give everybody, we try to think ahead so that people don't get burnt out. Because I mean, this is a job. You know what I'm saying?
So, trying to plan ahead, find topics. I think the most fun I've had so far, like just our peak moment, was like last year when the X-Men was running. Especially because I was in the middle of the whole rat beef era that was going on. So I was having fun with the episodes, as well as because that was like the first time, like I was. Like old school and new school kind of got to meet in the middle, because I always heard about like the Saturday morning cartoons, like the Fox box, but that was before me. So coming back to that same material with the people who got to experience that, and then after binging the entire original show, and getting to kind of meet them in real time, but then getting to cut the clips, and I was just making all kinds of jokes in the titles. So it was like, what was it? Like Magneto was right, like the Milky Way Ghetto. Yeah, Milky Way Ghetto Town Hall meeting. Dear X-Men, I'm sorry that man is your father. So I was taking like different like titles from the rap, the diss tracks between Kendrick and Drake, and working them into the titles or the descriptions.
Fire.
That's hard.
Love that.
That was a night. That was like a fun like 10-week streak we went on with that.
Damn, golly. So do you now it says you're a streamer, so you're on Twitch. What do you get? What do you do on Twitch?
Hey, Spartan. Yeah, this is one of our 9 right here. Well,
That's you.
Divine 9. One of our Divine 9 actually. He just joined a fraternity. I'm blanking on which one. Sorry, man. Tell us which one you're part of. I don't remember which one. I don't know if I say
congratulations.
It wrong. Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. But yeah, streaming is something I wanted to do for a long time. But again, I'm always doing something like strange and different, so I don't really have anyone to bounce off of to like figure it out. So Phi Beta Sigma, that's what it is. I knew it was Sigma something. I didn't want to mess with the first 2 parts.
Gotcha. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, and our guys in the building, the birthday boy, Black Dog. What's up?
Black Dog.
Black Dog, happy birthday, man. Tell us what you did for your birthday. All right, he said, hey, fam, a little late chiming in. I was on sports bike getting a ride in. Okay, shout out to you.
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've always had fun doing like old retro games and stuff, especially because I don't really throw anything away, and they're harder to come by at this age. So I always wanted to like find out how to stream that, but I can never figure it out. I've also always had this random idea of like, what if you could like work out while you're doing it? So I was kind of on my like James Cameron Avatar stuff. I was like, well, until somebody can invent like a mini treadmill, I can't do it. I didn't know walking pads were a thing until like 3 years ago. So I finally found one. And people ask me, like, are you inspired by like any of the new people? And I'm just like, no shade to them, but no, like the way I figured this out was there's a, and this is why I value longevity. If anybody watches like Dash EXP or Dashy Games, there's a video he put up like 11 years ago where he showed how he gets his old stuff to his new TV, and he had the switchboard, and he was like, yeah, you just put the AV in here and then pick which it'll goes to the HDMI, and that's how I run like all my old stuff because the newer TVs are phasing out the red, white, and yellow cables. So I was like, all right, I found one of those, was able to hook it to my old stuff, and then found a cheap walking pad and just kind of like it's a whole process. And by the time I set it up, I'd be wanting to quit. Because I gotta drag it in here and angle it 3 times a week. But that is how I began my walk and talk series. So it's me on a treadmill, shooting the shit with the chat while actively like running through old PlayStation, Wii, GameCube, N64 stuff. So it's been a process trying to figure. Cool. Yeah, it's been a process trying to figure it out, but it's fun now that I got the hang of it. It's funny because I've seen like a few other short clips of people doing that. Folks like they got this review. I'm like, I don't think they did. Now, if that's seen it with like certain cables, they're like, oh, well, this is this new idea. Then yes, I'm flipping the table. But until then, that's been like my new pride and joy. Like I've been wanting to do this since like 2019. I just never. There was no one for me to mimic that idea off of to even like figure out how. So I finally got it started like a year ago.
No, I love the idea of you getting your workout on and streaming at the same time. You're doing 2 things you need to get done. So shout out to you for that. And if you have any help with technical stuff, man, just hit me up, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on because we are running behind time. I ain't know the time was flying like that. All right, let's get to the news. All right, so the first thing we want to get to is, let's see what I got going on here. I think I got a video. I got a bunch of stuff we could talk about. So let me put this up on the screen and see what it do.
Guy's building a real Ironman suit in his garage. But to do it, he had to invent the world's first personal hydrogen reactor. It's insane. This is Alex. He's a Russian engineer, and his fans call him the real Tony Stark. Now, in order to make the suit functional, he had to invent a bunch of new things. The reactor is one, but he also built this, a pneumatic sensor system that links the suit's movement with his own. So when he flexes, it flexes, just like the one in the movie. He also designed a plasma propulsion system to make the jet thrusters and cutters actually work. It's pretty nuts. But the craziest part of all is that he's been documenting the whole journey on YouTube. 6 years, countless videos. His channel is called Alex Lab, and every video has millions of views. Now, after 6 years, the fully finished suit is about to debut soon. And he really did it in a cave with a box of scraps.
All right. Wow. This is the biggest thing I've ever heard of in my life. When I saw this video, I was like, oh yeah, I got to bring this to the pod. Like, Yeah, the whites is whiting out here, boy. They is getting it cracking. So, how much money y'all want to put on to this thing that he strapped to his chest that's supposed to be an energy generator that's going to blow up and kill him, and we're going to have a whole virtual funeral about this nigga? And like,
oh no, he's
Russian. That ain't gonna phase him.
Not even that. It'll phase the test subjects. Putin is gonna lock him in the same cave Tony Stark was in and be like, "I need 50 by like next week."
Exactly.
Like, hey,
they're watching him.
Yeah, give us your blueprints. We'll give you 50 of our best scientists. We storm the beach next week. Like,
that's a fact. That's a crazy. That was a crazy video, and I was like, now I gotta go look this guy up and see. Was really good. So anyway, oh snap! Black Dog said I was straight chilling on the 4th, my B day, and the rest of the weekend I was filming a client DJ vent club night out of town. I appreciate the B day wishes. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, and then he's on a list somewhere. You right about that, my guy?
Russian is on a list, definitely.
Russians will be like, it was Tuesday. Oh snap! All right. Now, is there anybody else y'all have seen online that y'all are like, yo, this is something that you got to follow and watch? Because I love inventor YouTube channels. I have a big thing about it. I really love it. So, anybody else have a channel that they really into?
I got like 3, and I cannot think of them off the top. So I will bring that to our Patreon section.
I'm mad that I don't see enough black creators doing that, but then I have to remember, we didn't have, money coming out of these, slavery and shit. So a lot of niggas just ain't got extra money to just spend hours and thousands of dollars just building random stuff. But shout out to them.
No, that is being a. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, me? Oh,
yeah.
What was I saying? I think that there are probably a lot of black inventors working on stuff, but they're probably not sharing it with the public for a couple of reasons. One, they don't want government eyes on them. 2, they don't want people stealing their shit, because how many black inventors have we covered on this show whose shit has been stolen? Like, so I'm sure there's people working on stuff, really big things. But
yeah,
we got to be a little bit more cautious with our stuff.
Another thing I will say, because just to add on to Sister Jade's point, I do agree with that as well. And I feel like when it comes to our community, there isn't a lot of people looking out for that stuff. So if they were to put it out, it wouldn't catch enough of our community's eyes. So if someone was to see it, we'd be like, no, this guy over here did it. Like, the only invention I can think of off the top of my head is the guy who made the first plastic fuel station.
That's where my mind went. Yeah, and they've been sabotaging his machines every time he goes to bed.
Exactly. So like, that's the only guy I can think of. And like, besides that, it's just, what does black YouTube look like? There's videos upon videos about it. There's 20v1s and stuff like that, trying to become a rapper. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we don't. It's like a lot of people will claim to want to create this kind of creativity, but then not like support it. Like, unlike us, who say we want this creativity and then look for it and try to bring it to the forefront, kind of thing. So I feel like that's another aspect of why we don't see that too.
It's also this algorithm pushing that same hood booger level of bullshit, because it's like I got a best friend. He was born and raised in France before he came over to America. So he put me onto like that entire Euro section of YouTube. It is so different the way they operate. Like, even if they have beef, like, the rest of them, like, hey, that's on y'all too. Now hold the camera and shut up, because y'all ain't about to like F up everyone else's money because y'all are upset. Y'all can fight, y'all can have a boxing match, but we still got to film on Sunday. Like, get your shit together. But over here, it's like two people like the same thing. It's like, all right, I need to like put my money in on this person before this person do, and then that becomes it becomes like Civil War, like MCU, and it's just like, y'all, it's the internet. There's room enough for everybody. It doesn't have to be this Highlander that can only be one mentality. But that's all. That's a whole nother rant on like the systemic nonsense they keep doing.
That's the American dream.
Oh, Tafari, you need to hold on. You want a solo? Go ahead, babe. Go viral.
Not a solo. I was gonna say, like, as far as young and black, we do have a brother. He's got a daughter named Dakota Patton. I think it's Paints with Dakota on Instagram. She's, I believe, 7 now, but she does like industry level like horror makeup.
At 7.
Yeah, and she's been on all the talk shows and been reposted by a lot of. And her dad used to have this little skit thing he would do called Snack Bandits, because I guess when his kids was babies, he always found them like in the pantry taking stuff. So she went from Snack Bandits to finding her own painting journey. And she's independent. She's not like owned by any company or corporation, or her likeness, it belongs to her and her father. So she's got a nice little journey if y'all want to follow that and see how that goes.
Definitely. That's fire.
Yeah, send it to us, man. We'll definitely highlight it. All right, let's move on to the next thing.
While everyone has been focused on the Jeffrey Epstein files, the United States just quietly passed a bill that legalizes and legitimizes digital dollars. In the last couple of days, Donald Trump just signed the Genius Act. But in order for you to understand what the Genius Act does, you have to understand some background information first. Have you ever heard words like Ethereum, stablecoins, and staking? I know you're going to want to immediately tune out, but please hang in there. Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain platform. It's a place where you can create decentralized apps, and it facilitates the creation of smart contracts. Think of it as kind of like the internet. You can run all of your apps on the internet. You can use the internet to create things, except this is for money. And the money, or cryptocurrency, that's used to facilitate operations and transactions on the platform is called Ether, also known as ETH. Next, you have to understand what staking is. Different blockchains' network operations are supported in different ways, typically 2 different ways: proof of work and proof of stake. And Ethereum works on a proof of stake model, which essentially means instead of computers solving complex problems, people lock up some of their ETH in order to keep the systems working. And last, you need to understand what stablecoins are. Stablecoins are designed to minimize price volatility in certain cryptocurrencies. The goal is to maintain a stable value relative to a specific asset. In this case, we're talking about the United States dollar. So a stable coin is going to be pegged or compared to the value of the US dollar. So whatever the US dollar does, the stable coin will do in terms of value. Now we can talk about the Genius Act, and the Genius Act does 5 different things. 1, only approved banks can issue stable coins. 2, they have to be backed 1-to-1 by US dollars or treasury bills. 3, they have to offer daily audits and allow you to redeem for real cash. 4, big players get audited by the Fed. And 5, they're not considered securities, so it's way easier for companies to adopt them. Because of this act, in theory, you could pay your rent, tip your Uber driver, or transfer money to a family member with no fees instantly. You wouldn't need a bank account. All you'd need is your phone. It would give other people in undeveloped countries access to the US dollar. It could very well make Ethereum the backbone of finance. It opens the door to Ethereum ETFs with staking rewards, hello passive income. Ultimately, you may not care about cryptocurrency and you might even think it's a scam, but it just became legal tender whether you like it or not. And it's not coming, it's already here. What do you think? Do you think this act is genius? Follow for more and let me know if you have any questions.
I thought this was super important to bring to the show. You know what I'm saying? You can't be Black Nerd and we ain't talking about, you know, the intersection between shit that's happening in the tech field and regular life. So I know a lot of people for years was talking about how Bitcoin was trash and this ain't real. It's not going to be it's not going to develop. It's not. I'm like, when I started seeing banks dealing with Bitcoin, it was a wrap. And I knew that, and there across the board, whether it's illegal transactions, legal transactions, having a way to transact business internationally in seconds and getting rid of stuff like Western Union and all that and all of these different services, like, bruh, this is it. This is the moment. And now that they're passing this law, making it easy for these coins to deal with everyday businesses and other apps, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. How do y'all feel about it?
It's inevitable.
I mean, if you know how to use it, cool. It's going to be operated on by people that know how to use it. God forbid the public knows how to make too much money off of it. They will shut it down like they did Robinhood.
True.
Well, it's regulated. From what she was saying, it's still regulated the right way. So even if you do find a loophole, then you're going to be dealing with the feds. So it ain't going to be something that you play with. From what she was saying, if it's already signed and it's already backed by the government and it's already legal tender, then you can play around if you want. But from what she was saying, but you're right. People people did PPP loans, so we already know that people will fuck around and find out. So, but
Hey, remember, folks was on Robinhood doing it the right way. I was one of the people that like luckily bought GameStop stock when it was like $6, and then when everybody started making money, like in the span of an hour, because they just happened to be lucky and hold a few stocks, they was like, all right, we just gonna close the app. That's way too much money for the public. And for you over here, you still logged in. We just gonna cash you out ahead of time, big dog. You've made enough. Like,
The game is the game. All right, let's move on, yo. While we were off, there was a robot Olympics. Did y'all know about this?
I did not.
Like a real life robot Olympics. All right.
Clanker sports.
This looks not like how I expected it to
look. What were you expecting it to be?
Not real still.
And people came out for this. About 1,000.
You think I wouldn't have been?
I mean,
I would have been there.
I don't know what other. They don't have. I don't think they have a lot of mainstream sports there, so it makes sense that it's like what competing, and the robots are the ones who got to deal with it. Say less.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Really dope.
I would attend.
I feel like they just threw it out there and was like, "Hey, this is year one. We're about to show them exactly what it looked like in China now, and then probably by next year, you're watching Gundams."
if I hear any semblance of a company that manufactures robots for MMA, I'm investing. That's going to be the new Apple, because I know me and a bunch of other people in my generation and in y'all's generation that will pay good money, subscribe to see a real life, real steel.
Facts. All right, here goes some more clips from the event.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Right in there. How you doing?
Fuck you.
You can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Knock over.
Oh, they clipped it last time.
That was so right.
Why did it just lay down?
See, rig fight already. I'm out.
Why are you taking him out on a stretcher?
I was getting jiggy.
Let me find out the robot that's shaving points.
Yo, when I saw that, I was like, I gotta bring that to the pod.
Yeah, they natural comedians, clearly.
Ah, boy, oh boy. So, all right. So y'all are down for this. This works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. All right, cool. Nothing else. All right, let's move on. So this is for the anime lovers, and look, this is gonna help us. Well, this ain't gonna be the transition, but
wait. So I'm gonna pause my anime fix segment, and I want to move it to our Patreon, if you don't mind. But I will say, this week on our Patreon section, we talk about Log Horizon. It's one of the dopest isekai that I never knew about. That I would love to give my spill onto it right after this.
Gotcha.
Because it would literally crash Japan's economy and destroy billion-dollar companies that depend on Goku to stay profitable. When Dragon Ball Z ended in 1996, Japan's entire media industry panicked because massive corporations like Bandai and Toei suddenly lost their most reliable revenue stream. The financial stakes became so high that when creator Akira Toriyama refused to continue the series, they made Dragon Ball GT without him just to keep the money flowing. At that point, it wasn't about storytelling anymore. It was about pure financial survival as stakeholders realized the franchise had become too big to fail. Corporate executives warned that without Dragon Ball generating constant revenue through merchandise, games, and media, Japan would face real and lasting economic fallout. This means one anime series has become so economically critical that creative decisions are now driven by preventing national financial disaster rather than artistic vision. The most shocking part is that a cartoon about fighting aliens has evolved into essential infrastructure for Japan's economy, making it literally too important to end. Dragon Ball proves that entertainment franchises can become so powerful, they transform from cultural products into economic necessities that entire industries depend on for survival. When a single anime becomes critical to a country's financial stability, what does that say about the power of pop culture in the modern economy?
That's a dumb question. Everybody knows the power of pop culture. But anyway, how do y'all feel about this? I mean, you guys are anime lovers. I felt like this was like a feel-good story for y'all. Y'all could just rally around this.
Feel-good story? I think it goes to point out how small Japan is.
Yeah.
It's literally not doing anything that football teams don't do for states. So, or college football in certain states, like, oh yeah, we're getting most of our money is literally coming through these sports, or it's literally coming through. That just goes to show you how small Japan is. I won't even rag that hard. I love DBZ too much.
But imagine being a creative person or creator, somebody who is not.
They did my boy dirty.
Like involved in like imagine creating something that important to your country's economy is insane. Like to have that much influence or to create something that has that much influence internationally is insane.
Look what God did for Earth when he created humans.
Amen.
I feel like he knows, but he doesn't know. Because he's always been very like chill and like to himself from how they describe him. Like other than that, like he was in the studio a lot to just like peep stuff, and then he would just pop out every few years to just give out some new info that we didn't need and be like, by the way, that works into the lore now. Like, and then just disappear for like another 6 years. Yeah. Like, hey, by the way, did you know the androids had names? No? Well, all right. Hey, why is Trunks' hair blue? What color was it before? Purple. Oh, I forgot, dog. I'm like 60. All right, see y'all in like 15 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's dope to be that important to your economy, but at the same time be like, I don't really give a shit. Like it is as I say it is. I've altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it again.
Another thing I find crazy is
try to put on someone. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Another thing I find crazy is the fact that because recent stuff, Japan's having a lot of like protests against immigration and stuff, and people coming to Japan and stuff like that. What I find crazy is the fact that without immigrants, aka Chinese people, and their culture, Goku wouldn't exist. So it's like you have a character who's really important to your economy, and now you're saying, "Yo, we want this island to stay completely Japanese," and it's like, without non-Japanese people, you would just be another scab in the middle of the ocean. Okay, Goku proves it. Goku proves it.
Yeah, because it's basically Journey to the West, which is what the entire Black Myth Wukong game is also based off of. But I think that also stems back to their personal history. Which I don't know too much about it. But like if you watch like the first Ip Man movie, that's kind of where that whole we get classified the same, we don't like each other. Apparently, a lot of that started like during that conflict. I don't know the full historical thing, but I know like that was a real issue they had between China and Japan. So seeing the fact that there's a certain subsection of them who are like, we want it to just stay Japanese. I understand it. I'm not saying it's right, but I get why they're doing it. I'm just glad y'all stopped drawing us the way y'all used to. That's appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, no, they waving the imperial flags when they're doing that.
Hey, we're gonna pivot away from this before we get in trouble. We get into an international incident. Yeah, all right,
we met Akihiko Kondo, who told us he sleeps alongside the anime character Miku, whom he married in a formal ceremony in 2018. He's one of thousands of Japanese who unashamedly say they are in a monogamous romantic relationship with a fictional character. Staggeringly, or maybe not, almost half of the country's millennial singles, ages 18 to 34, self-report as virgins, compared to barely 20% in the U.S.
They're really up in that shop.
And of course, less human copulation means less human population.
AI relationships, they're going to get better and better and better, and they're going to supersede, in some ways, real physical relationships.
To foster human relationships, the Tokyo government has taken action. Yuriko Koike is the city's governor.
We are promoting for matchmaking by artificial intelligence.
Tokyo government is playing Omiye, playing matchmaker.
That's right.
Yes, the Japanese capital city has launched its own dating app.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working, and number of application is more than we expected.
No shit.
3 or 4 times.
Why is it that people get amazed that people want to get laid? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
I think their birth rates like genuinely like are down, and they've been like some companies are even experimenting with like shorter work weeks and say like please go out and like talk to a woman. Like we need like even like I think China's having a similar issue where it's like they have enough people, but you sent them all in one direction where it's like, well, we don't have enough farmers. It's like, yeah, you told an entire generation, go work on computers. We did what you said, Grandpa. So computer people, raise your babies to be farmers. We need more people back over there. Whereas in Japan, it's like, hey, we're good.
We need people.
Y'all aren't we need y'all to like date something that can physically reproduce. Like we need stop getting married to the AI bots or your 3DS wife or whatever that the dating sim girl on your Nintendo Switch. Like we need people who can breed. We need y'all to knock it off.
What I find so funny is that there's other nations are so quick to crap on us, and it's like, yo, we ain't that bad. Okay, imagine messing over your entire generation so bad that you're saying, yo, we will pay you. We'll play matchmaker. Just go out and increase the population. It's like, y'all sad. Y'all really sad.
Go out and bust a nut.
You're telling him to go touch grass
into another person.
Like literally go touch grass or ass,
not just another person. Go out into something that's going to have a baby.
It's strange because like they have so much, like because they have basically like that Vegas look. Everything's flashing lights and everything's like eco-friendly, and the trash is always. They find ways to properly recycle. Even the 7-Elevens are like a delicacy or like a place to get a legit healthy snack.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I was in it was like 06. I was in middle school and we were watching a video about just like Japanese culture, and they just asked random people on the street like, "What do you do for fun?" And they all just looked baffled. Because everybody was on their way. I think everybody was on their way home from work on a Friday night, and the dude was just in. He's like, "What do you do for fun?" He's like, "I don't." They all were like, "I don't know," or "I don't know when the last time I had fun was." And I'm like, "Damn, it's very much it's giving Zom 100 out here." Like I see why y'all might be in the predicament you're in, and that was back in 2006.
See why they holding cups in cafes, just giggling over their dolls.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like. I knew something was up. Like you can really see like the state of mind of these people if you look at some of the stuff that they make. Like there's this recent manga about these high schoolers and their basically Onis having blood powers fighting monsters and stuff. One of the deuteragonists is a chick, right? And here's the thing. The way she is written, she acts her way of being with a man is acting like his mom. She literally cleans him, she brushes his teeth, she works all of that. And she's supposed to be a romantic partner. And I'm just sitting there, me and others like, that's disgusting. This is what you were looking at?
I didn't even want to know.
Slow down, Slow.
I mean, you about to make it turn into a passport, bro.
I'm out.
Hey, this show is over. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind, man. I see that's affected our population as well.
Have you ever had a girl wash you up before? It's a great moment in time. It's a great moment in time.
Yeah, there's some stuff over there. Like even in anime, it's like everybody is drawn like curvy and voluptuous, and I'm like, but that's not.
Lies.
Y'all don't see that. Like where you're from. So where is that? Even before like the internet became the internet, where is that depiction? Like, are y'all just? I saw it in my dreams, and I'm gonna try to recreate it best I can. Like
something like that.
Even how they've been drawing us recently has gotten fixed because basically we found that they got bad intel a long time ago. So it's like
they ain't got eyes.
It's not that they don't. It's not that they don't have eyes. It's just thanks to I think black anime fans, younger dudes who are more in tune with the culture, like Kubo was with Bleach back in like the 2010s. And then like you got guys like Toyo Taro who took over after Toriyama died, who were like, hey, it's not that our ancestors was racist. We asked other countries what y'all look like, and they sent us the Pickaninny photos and like all the racist effigies. So like we didn't have access to black people, and when we asked them what y'all look like, they sent us Mr. Popo. We didn't know. But now you got people who are like, hey, stop. This is bad. This is like, here's how you like if you look at like Mr. like, well, because he's technically a demon, but if you look at like Killer from Dragon Ball Z versus his Pan school teacher who low-key is like crushing on Piccolo, it's like, all right, y'all have at least thankfully like fixed that. You've told your elders it was wrong, or just like, hey, just give me the pen, big dog. You don't know that's not how you draw curly hair. The lips don't need to be this big. What?
I mean, it's like I feel like maybe for some that's what applies to, but not all of them, because
not all of them. Yeah.
Back in the like, as far as like back, it's like 1971. They were able to draw what's the name? The slave that was friends with Huckleberry Finn. They made a Huckleberry Finn anime. He looked just fine. And the author who did Slam Dunk, the black dude, he made just fine, kind of thing. Even that. So it's like, so the people. So I feel like the excuse of like, oh, we did know. It's like that's a case to case, and even then
it's case to case. But basically like industry wide, that was like a major thing that a lot of the younger dudes have been saying. It's like, yeah, when we see some of the photos they got sent or like have been referencing for like decades before a bunch of us who have access to the internet came through, because you know when they basically like jokes, haha, you're making an anime, you're never gonna see your family again. They basically just like, hey, yeah, you're in this studio for weeks at a time using this old stuff, and finally people are like, yo, this is outdated and bad intel. I also found out that like some of them actually do travel. Like some of the ones who got it right and have been doing right is because they actually like I didn't know that because like I like Sonic the Hedgehog, but I was like, how do y'all know what Amazon areas and all this other stuff? Turns out they would take like team trips to go figure out what the people look like, what the culture is, what the ruins look like, and other people just like, I got this picture from the Americans, I'm gonna use this.
Not gonna lie. As we move on to the next subject, they be lying, but let's move on.
Oh no, again, it's a case by case, but I think there's a lot of dudes who are doing the right thing and at least letting us know why. Yeah, people like our age who are coming into it and have been rocking with us, like you see the new one, Gachakuda, and how they got black people and cholos in there, and they are drawn correctly.
Right.
Word. All right. Well, good. Let's go to a commercial, and we're gonna come back with Sloan's segment. Oh, yo, what's up, man? I didn't even see you there. Look, I'm setting up for the next pod, but before I do, let me run this by you. Have you checked out our Patreon? Patreon.com/VVC Life. If you haven't, what you waiting on? You know what I'm saying? We've got mixtapes, we've got ringtones for free. Indie Show mixtape for free, VVC Life magazine free, exclusive stand-ups free. You got over 200 videos, including Campfire Tales, Black Nerd Extras, Masterminds After Show, Black Watch Theater, and much more, including our monthly meetings where you can weigh in on everything that we got going on. Also, we've got our Build Your Platform class. You know what I'm saying? It's on 75% off right now. That means you can get it for $25. Last but certainly not least, man, if you join for $5, I'll do content reactions. All you do is sign up, drop it into the post, and then I'll do it within 5 business days. So sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life, and be a part of our community. Thanks. Peace.
Yo, I'm coming on strong like I'm bursting through the page. Got that comic vibe, heroes rise, I'm ready to engage. Thoughts are heavy, but my mind's a canvas, painted bold with the rhythm in my soul. Watch the story unfold, fighting battles with my words like I'm spinning.
All right, Sloan, it's on you, big dog.
So this is a series I actually found out a while ago, like as far as back as high school. A series made by Young Wavy. This is Holy Ark, an online manga made by a London-based artist, and basically it is a post-apocalyptic story. The best way I can summarize it as is if you take Kaiju number 8, but make it actually interesting. You'll see why once the images go on. But basically the premise is the sun exploded and basically has thrown a bunch of radiation across the planet, but also sent the world into a new ice age. As a result, people are hiding in certain cities to protect them from the radiation, but they also have to hide from mutants called diffusions. I think that's what it's called. But there are certain people, as you can see, they're horrifying. Like, if you like Junji Ito, if you like Tokyo Ghoul, you'll like this. So, and our protagonists are these beings called Ark Wielders. Artificial humans who wield these things called Holy Arks, which are basically condensed mutations that have the destructive capacity to level an entire city. Our protagonist is he's similar to Guts in the sense that he's like stoic and keeps to himself and just mows through monsters mercilessly. And it's like his main weapon is like a mutant monster arm, and he could just tear apart monsters at like breakneck speeds. I believe the rest of the synopsis goes is like he's traveling the world looking for like mutations that help people, and he found one that's like dealing with regeneration or something, and basically he's willing to do anything he can to get his hands on that mutation. So this is definitely a Seinen series. It is dark, all right, and I will say, just watch out for the first chapter. It's crazy. It's crazy. I will say that. Can't say I didn't warn you. And that's it.
That's what's up. All right. Is this available on Amazon?
No, not yet. The online chapters you can find, if you just type in Holy Ark manga, you'll find it on. It's like on Manga Plus Creators. It's like it was on some manga, like a corporate company, like released like it's kind of like Webtoon Canvas, but for international people. But I got ties with the author now. He's saying that in this December he's gonna have the first volume available. But if you're on X, you're able to read the first few chapters. You could go find the website, etc. But yeah, it's right now it's free to read, and he's working on the rest of the manga.
Okay. And let him know we would definitely love to have him on the show. So like, you know what I'm saying? If you reach back out to him, y'all get a conversation going. I would definitely love to have him on the show. All right. So Jalen, I'm gonna have to use your segment for next week. I wasn't able to get your thing together. You kind of hit me last minute. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna make it happen. Plus, we are running at 1 hour and 26 minutes, and I still want to get a little bit of trash talk going before we get up out of here. I have no idea what Fame is doing. Okay, there you go, buddy. You started giving away all the secrets in the back. Oh, my God. Okay, we've got to I was supposed to do this in the last segment, but I'm definitely got to talk about this. Bro, this is so crazy. When I saw this on Instagram, I had to find it on YouTube. Just rock with me. Just this is insane. Fucking insane.
This guy is a real life superhero. His name is Benjamin John Francis Fodor. He is just a regular guy, but at night he turned into a superhero also known as Jones. From 2011 until its dissolution in 2014, Jones was the leader of the Rain City superhero movement, a Seattle, Washington-based citizen patrol group that described itself as a crime prevention brigade. Phoenix Jones stopped a car thief as the car owner stood by in shock as Jones ran into action. And he even doused a man with pepper spray after he attempted to steal a bus. Sadly, Jones was arrested in Seattle on drug charges. What do you think he is still? This guy.
Wait a minute. Now that's just part of it. There's a whole. Let's go to the news story that broke.
Are they superheroes or a super problem? The same real-life superheroes we introduced you to in November are now stirring up trouble for Seattle police after becoming the victims of a violent crime Saturday night. Couple 4's Luke Ducey talked to the self-appointed crusader, Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix Jones calls himself a crime fighter. He's the man who dresses up and patrols the streets at night.
I endanger my life with a reason and a purpose.
But a man held him at gunpoint Saturday night while another kicked him and broke his nose.
It's under my eye over here.
I can see your eye. It's all swollen. And now police say enough is enough. Someone's going to end up dead.
Don't insert yourself into those situations. If you see something, call 911.
It happened in Seattle's Belltown.
They're all swearing at each other and like about to fight.
Phoenix broke up a brawl. One of the guys turned on him.
And he starts swinging on me and trying to start an altercation with me.
So Phoenix called 911, put the guy in a hold, and waited for police to arrive. But seconds later, Phoenix says another guy pulled a gun.
As I'm still holding this guy down, and that's when
the second guy came up and said, I got a gun.
Yeah.
That's how it works, Batman.
That's no big deal. But what happened here the other day is exactly what police are afraid was going to happen.
They insert themselves into a potentially volatile situation, and then they end up being victimized as well.
You could be dead.
Maybe.
Police worry Phoenix's recent taste of fame pushes him to put himself in harm's way.
Hey,
After we went on patrol with Phoenix in November, he's appeared on Good Morning America. People on the streets stop him for autographs and photos. But Phoenix claims none of that motivates him.
You know, I train for these situations. I don't just come out willy-nilly and just run on the streets.
After looking down the barrel of a gun, however, police hope he stops before it's too late. Luke Ducey, Como 4 News.
Why did he run away? Why did he run away from the camera?
It was the crime in progress.
Yo, what is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, my panel, I need to know, are you as flabbergasted as I am?
This is middle school YouTube for me. I saw this years ago.
I've never seen this day in my life.
Like that, there's no padding helping under there. It's just like all straight bone and face they hitting. Like at least the chest area. Like, how did your rib get broken? I feel like you should have, that gives you all the extra, like, let's do is hitting you with like some swift, like Ironman kicks.
Just wait. At some point, niggas like this will get access to the shit that the Russian man is making. Are y'all ready for that?
They will. They're
yes.
It's gonna be some real ghetto Avengers. Forget the dancers. It's gonna be like real. Some real vigilantes running around.
He's Big Daddy.
Around.
He's Big Daddy from Kick-Ass. That's all it is.
I'm already living out on the outskirts of Night City. It won't surprise me. It won't surprise me if I see on the 6 o'clock news someone got flat blasted with a plasma cannon. Okay.
Yeah, real soon.
Just the fact that this happened in real life. It's insane. Please, people, don't do this. And black people. Now, what I will say in his defense, he was a professional MMA fighter. Like he was actually like professional level. So he's trained in multiple styles of martial arts. So it wasn't like he was just somebody that lifted weights and ran outside. But go ahead, Fame.
He trained to dodge bullets. Oh.
You're not Bruce Leroy, buddy.
No. He needs to go. He needs to go to those Tibetan monks. They'll teach him a technique for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All right, so that's all I have. The clip is empty, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Tafari, thank you so much for joining us, brother. Like, yo, is there anything you want to promote or you want to talk about? Is there anything I missed that we need to get into? Because we'll get into your business if you want to.
I mean, hey, I'm an open book, but just this week, look at my damn calendar. That's how I stay organized now. Streams. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm even doing because we done burned the 2 games already. I got to do like a short test this weekend of that Marvel Tokon game. Got to run through the Sonic Racing Crossworlds beta. Did a Power Ranger skit a couple weeks ago. Kingdom Hearts and Hollow Knight skit last week. It got an invite to the early screening of the Demon Slayer movie tomorrow, so I'm going to be posting about that really shortly. What else am I burning through? This is why I have this dude back here as my wingman.
Plank.
Hey, Plank.
Yes, this is my favorite show is Ed, Edd n Eddy, like hands down. I have that in the entire DVD set over here. But yeah, I think this week I have that. A couple other things I got to post about.
Did you just throw Plank?
Plank landed on the bed. He's fine. Yeah, Blerd's Eye View podcast is live every Tuesday and Thursday. Clips Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in case you got a short attention span. Going over all the new and nerdy type shit that's out in the world. I'm also pressed if you ever go to blerdstation.com, which Demetrius will tell you all about it when he's on here. Attempting to build just a place where Black ideas can thrive and don't have to be thrown on the table in the trash like Hollywood likes to treat us, especially with this current administration. Current stuff I'm running through Code Lyoko on the Wii. Let me see, and then eventually the original 2 Sonic Riders games, because that third one just didn't happen. I think that's it for me. I'm all over the place, man. But my name is the same on all platforms, so follow me there. See what random things I get into.
Fire.
Got you. Sloan, you was about to say.
That's first Sonic Riders game. It does not have a tutorial.
Okay. Oh, I know. These are all games I've played before, but I'm like, you know what? Because I got to try the new game a little bit early, and I think it was like I just want to kind of kill time until it gets here. I was like, I'll play through the first one because it's only like an hour and a half, and then I'll do the second one next Friday, and that should buy me enough time between the demo and the actual game coming out.
Yeah, Sonic Zero Gravity is the best one out of all of them. In my opinion.
I couldn't get into the Zero G stuff. Like they took out a lot of stuff and they took out a lot of like stuff that I liked in the first one, and then just put it. They were substituted it all for the gravity meter, and it threw me off a little bit. I might like it the second time around, but we'll find out.
Okay. And yo, big shout out to Blerd Station, man. Like, I love what you guys are doing. Been following. Well, I met some of the team when I went to BlerdCon last year, and so I started following everybody and loving the content. And then now I'm like, I didn't get to go to BlerdCon this year, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. But yeah, man, I just the section of y'all doing the directory, that was super helpful for me, because even though we do the Black Nerd podcast, to be honest with you, I really didn't get serious about like finding other Blerds until the last couple of years. And like, it's like this whole universe I didn't know existed. And now I'm just telling everybody like, yo, bro, did you know about this? Did you know about that? So like you guys just creating the directory, man, it's just an easy way to just tell people like, yo, if you want to know. And the crazy part is there's more Black cons that's not on that list, and I'm like, man, I definitely want to link. I can't wait till Homeboy come on because I want to talk to him about it.
Demetrius is good for that, but they saw how good I was with like connecting people and getting folks to shake hands, and that's really what got them to bring me in. It's like I'm not like the biggest on all platforms, but I'm in the background of a lot of like the biggest Blerd moments. If you look close enough, I'm somewhere in there.
That's what's up. Now, how in the world did you get into that? Like, how did you become the Blerd connector?
It's more like conventions are fun, but there's a lot of networking opportunities that just pass by if you don't take a second to look around. Also, we fellas, we be one track minded sometimes, and we be so caught up the whole weekend fly by. We're like, damn, we ain't accomplished nothing. But also, I think I just had the gift of gab from my dad, and I've had a lot of small existences in big places that added up over the time. So, like when I got to DreamCon, when we was out here in Dallas, I was the first time I met my homies, your boy Rock Lee and your boy Roshi. I didn't know who they knew. Roshi knew who I was until he like called me out in public, and I was like, because he had a bunch of people following him, and he starts like doing this, and I was like, I'm thinking he's talking about his people that are like asking him to like get an autograph. I'm like, you want to take a picture for you? He goes in front. He's like, no, nigga, with you. I'm like, I didn't think y'all knew who I was, because I forgot he had a Facebook group like before a bunch of those got purged that I used to post in all the time, and he knew me from there. But then I have my homeboy Ozzy, whose art I'm wearing. He's done a lot of like custom work for people over the years, but they've never met. So people walking by the booth, I'm like, you two shake hands, be friends. And it's like, it's worked into a lot of stuff to the point where when Ozzy opened his store, Roshi drove his family down there for like the grand opening. Or when I met Carl for the first time, because Carl came on Blerd's Eye, but that was my first time meeting him in real life. And my homie Ozzy has this Boondocks print. It's Huey and Riley's T'Challa and Killmonger. Literally got to hang out with Cleo Thomas for a little bit. Ali was into the podcast, and literally Carl was standing right behind him. So I was like, okay, that's out the way. Next, follow me. And then you could see it in the video. Him and Ozzy kind of like are like mesmerized that he's meeting him and he's meeting him. And you kind of see me just like petering out of the back. So I'm like, all right, I don't need to like stay here and babysit the relationship. Once hands are shaking and info's exchanged, I'm good. I'm on to the next thing. And seeing like what comes out of that and what becomes of it. And then just other people that have come on the pod because I've like hunted them down in real life, and then they get a flourishing conversation, or they come back later because they want to promote stuff, or they see what we're doing with Blerd Station because they remember the podcast, and then they remember me bringing them in. So again, I ain't shit to the algorithm, but I'm good in the hood, and I'll appreciate that forever.
My nigga. Yeah. So just tap us into $1 million. So go ahead back into that.
When I find it, I'll let you know. So far, it's been early movie screenings and a few early game demos. Once I find where the money's at, after that, I'll let y'all know.
Out of here.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up. Yeah, man. I congratulations on all the success and everything that's going on. Keep you on. And if there's anything you need us to do, or if you need us to post something for you, or you know what I mean, it's all love, player.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Before we get up out of here, y'all you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what this gotta do. Y'all gotta give y'all shout outs. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our nigga on. So Jalen, you the lady in the building. So you start.
Shout out to shout out to the parents, because y'all had to give us y'all kids back these past couple of weeks. You know, I guess. Tag we're it. Yeah, shout out to everyone who is watching us right now, everyone who's going to tune in later. Yeah, and shout out to you guys. I missed you guys. So
missed you too, Jalen.
Yeah, shout out to Safari. It was good having you here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. Sloan, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs. Let's go.
Shout out to the Black-ification podcast. Shout out to Fire for coming on here, and shout out to Young Wavy Artist for creating such a cool series as hopefully blossoms into the Kaiju number 8 for a new generation. And shout out to y'all.
Man. Shout out to Sloan, man. He's close to 11,000 followers, man. Y'all better follow him. Follow him on Instagram. Mad controversial content. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Every time I see him post, I'm like, yeah, buddy, it's going down. Let's get these mad people in the comments. So let's see. Fame, shout outs.
Oh, first and foremost, sweet baby Jesus. Secondly, shout out to Mastermind. The indie show while we was gone was holding it down and killing it and bringing people. Bruh, super proud of you, Mastermind. And of course, our producer behind the scenes, JS, when a supplier. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Shout out to everybody that's been from the indie show, even coming over here, rocking with us at Blerd Nerd, and people at Black Nerd that's been coming to the indie show. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for the text messages, the DMs, the comment, everything that you guys been doing to support us. Much love, much appreciated. It's giving me a lot of energy to produce even more great content for you guys in the future. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys for the Scare-A-Thon. And then after this on Patreon. So there we go. Oh, and shout out to our guest of the day, Safari. Brother,
shout out
a few things today that I look forward to working with you. We're gonna be working together for sure.
Safari, man, shout outs, yo.
Hey man, shout out to y'all for having me on. Appreciate it. I'm still getting used to because I'm usually more behind the scenes with stuff. So when people come to me directly, I'm like, how did you find me? Because I literally be like, I'd be like Atlas. I'd be literally holding everyone else up. So I'm not publicly, it's not me that's focused on everything. So I appreciate it. Again, shout out Blerd Station, shout out Blerd's Eye View. And just everybody who's been rocking with me. It's been an interesting existence on the internet. It's I can't reach the masses, but I always reach the right people that everybody else is wishes they could talk to. So I'm in my own little unique bubble, and it's every day is a gift, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who's been joining this new gaming journey I've finally been wanting to start for years, and experimenting with this new content with the movie stuff and the unboxings and the just adding little things to my treasure trove lately. So I appreciate all the support.
Oh damn, that's fire.
Yeah, I just got this the other day.
Where you get that from?
Showing off the gifts made me realize y'all didn't even do the precious.
I know. Yeah, that was my fault. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna need to get me one.
Yeah, so I just posted. If you go to my Instagram, same name, Tafari TV. I just posted an unboxing. the retro store where I get like most of my games from in Orlando. It's actually gamersgoretro.com. They have a website now. They had like a giveaway, and it was just like comment, and we'll pick someone random. But they work with like people who do these like custom things. So I have this, and I have like a GameCube over here I won from them. And they usually it'll be like someone they know, like modifications and all kinds of custom work. So I got lucky, and I got this week.
Shit, that's fire. Oh, Tafari, would you be willing to come back November the 15th? We are doing a 24-hour live stream. And at one point during the live stream, we are going to be doing a gaming competition. We're just going to be running a bunch of different games on live stream. Would you be a part of our gaming competition?
You see, yeah, I should be able to do that.
Let's do it.
Love that.
Well, I want to give a shout out to the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? Jalen, Sloan, give a shout out to Fame, give a shout out to Mastermind, give a shout out to Reese. Yo, our special guest Tafari. Shout out to everybody that we've hit up that has replied to us and decided to be on the show. We've been on a lucky streak to be able to get some of these great people. Don't forget, coming up next week is Hellspawn _ cosplay. You know what I mean? You can follow him on social media right now. Make sure you tap in for that next weekend. The weekend after that, Vandal, Gabrielle, and then we also have Blerd TV coming up. The creator of 9 to 5 Warriors, and then we also have somebody else that I can't remember. But we gotta go. We up out of here. We love y'all. We check y'all next time.
Here comes them black nerds. Sloan's on with big words. Kate slap makes us all smile. Jay's little stones every single time. Fame's kinda like a mastermind. While Jay gets one shows up every single time. Yeah. How would unite go to bring the fight? Cases is Black Nerd Podcast winning all the fights.